Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into the final will of Moses, found in Deuteronomy 31. We're going to unpack the dramatic three-act climax of his life and take a close look at this incredibly tense handover of a nation. It's basically the final will and testament of one of history's most famous figures.
So think about it for a second. How exactly do you prepare a whole nation for your own imminent death? Especially when you're a legendary leader staring down a pretty bleak, rebellious future for your people. Well, that is the profound challenge staring down our protagonist today. Okay, let's set the scene. Moses abruptly steps down at a staggering 120 years old. He stands before all of Israel and bluntly declares he just can't lead them anymore. As you can imagine, this creates an immediate, massive crisis for a nation that's literally on the absolute brink of a huge military campaign. And the contrasting fates before them right now are just stark. On one hand, you have Moses, who is strictly banned by God from entering the Promised Land. He cannot cross the Jordan River. But then, on the other hand, you have his young protege, Joshua, who is suddenly thrust into command. Joshua is tasked with crossing that very river to lead a massive conquest against powerful kings like Sihon and Og.
Now, to calm the impending panic and officially authorize this transition in front of everyone, Moses publicly passes the torch. He anchors Joshua with an absolutely iconic command: be strong and of a good courage. He assures Joshua that the Lord will go before him and will never fail or forsake him. It's a really powerful, grounding moment.
But Moses knows they're going to need more than just a new leader. To ensure future generations never forget their covenant, he mandates this highly specific, cyclical master plan. Basically, every 7 years, during the Feast of Tabernacles, the law must be read out loud to absolutely everyone. We're talking men, women, children, and even the strangers living within their gates. Nobody gets left out of this.
Right after this, a dramatic pivot happens. God suddenly summons both Moses and Joshua to the tabernacle, and he appears ominously in a literal pillar of cloud right over the door. God is there to deliver a chilling revelation about the nation's future. What follows is a rapid-fire prophecy of doom. God tells them that once the Israelites enter this land of milk and honey, they're going to eat, fill themselves, and basically grow completely complacent. He says they will inevitably turn to other gods and break the covenant, and in response, God warns that his anger will be kindled, he will hide his face, and terrible evils are going to devour them.
Because of this tragic foresight, Moses has to create two permanent witnesses against their future rebellion. The first is a physical book of the law placed directly beside the Ark of the Covenant. The second is a bit more creative. It's a haunting song that God actually commands Moses to write and put directly into the mouths of the people. This guarantees they can never, ever forget it.
Moses then takes this tragic foresight and drives it all the way home. He gathers the elders and officers and just openly admits that he already knows exactly how corrupt they are. He tells them, "For I know thy rebellion and thy stiff neck," pointing out that if they were rebellious while he was alive right there with them, how much more are they going to corrupt themselves after he's gone? It truly cements the grim, harsh reality of this entire succession plan.
Ultimately, this ancient text forces us to confront a really profound question about human nature. If a leader knows their legacy will inevitably be corrupted, why fight so hard to preserve it? It highlights the heavy, heavy burden of foresight. So, leaving you with this thought, what do you think you would do in Moses' shoes?